little bit of Counter-Strike coming your way. A little bit of Map 2, a little bit of Vertigo. It looked really dang good for complexity in the first map as they absolutely stomped. Oh, I just realized I forgot to turn on sound. Hang on, John. We're going to our faces for a second. Wait, no, we're not. We're going to the pre-game thing.
Okay. Run some.
All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. Everything's fine. I forgot to turn back on the game volume. These things happen when Mike does production. It's all fine. It's all fine. T-Tours. Is there a production version of T-Tours?
I don't think so. You could create one.
I think we need a production version of T-Tours. I think it's just the no, I'm not gonna say this. We're fine now. Floppy's gonna get a plant though, if he doesn't come off of it. He is going to get a plant. All 5 are alive for both sides in the post. That's unusual. Grim doesn't make it much longer after the bomb plant as the mid lurk. But this is still a pretty decent setup for complexity, right? They don't have the numbers, but there's a smoke. It's been spent from Carpe Diem. It doesn't actually cover off the bomb that well. Yes, it does. It does indeed.
They can't see, yeah.
Yeah, no, never mind. They're blinded up. Thought the Sandbags player would have better vision, but it's just going to be a bomb defuse. Oh, still expensive, still bloody from both sides, but that is very comfortably there for Carpe Diem.
That's actually a really good smoke, given where the bomb was planted. Carpe Diem using the limited utility they brought into that pistol round to great effect, and some great shots as well around it. They really caught complexity in a bit of a bad position because all 4 players were towards ramp and no one was really able to get to those back halls and peek on forward to the site from a different angle. So Carpe Diem were pretty comfortable. That said, the bomb plant means rifles for complexity, and Floppy with the drive-by headshot on CLASIA towards the B stairs is going to already give complexity the man advantage, as Floppy again just going to spam through that smoke. There's only 1 player on the B site, so if complexity find him, that's Chop. I mean, that could be the round.
I just realized a different thing, John. Hold on.
Yes.
We're going to our cams real quick.
Oh.
I'm breaking everything.
Stop breaking things, Mike. What are we talking about?
Everything's bad. Hold on. There we go. Oh my goodness. How could I do this? All right, we're back on game. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. I totally didn't have the default HUD on with the custom HUD over it. It's fine. It's fine. It's just 1 round.
Just wait until the delay ends.
Chat's gonna have a field day with that in 4 minutes. I see. The issue, folks, is that the server crashed for us in between the maps. Right? Obviously, not an actual server crash that matters. It just refreshed, so I had to run all my commands again, and I forgot to run the important one. It's my fault. It's my fault. Again, we need that production T-Tours. It could just be like my emotes, I guess. It's always my fault.
Exactly. You're not doing a good job with your production.
Rough. Yeah, you know, fortunately, I don't want production jobs. Otherwise, maybe I'd make a better case for myself. But that is going to be a nice bomb plan here, and another big plant. This time they've got rifles with which to defend it, so it's not going to be those pesky Glocks that you have to try and battle with. Instead, it's AKs. A little bit better, perhaps, one might say. It has been known. Still, Grim does go down. There don't appear to be smoke coming off, but try to just go for the fight. They're getting the 1-for-1s. It's looking good. It's all going to be about this guy in the side hallway. They're holding him off, but he's just got to find time. He's got to play some time. Oh, my goodness. They're sticking it. They're sticking it. He has to go. He has to go. No, he's pulled him off.
They didn't stick it.
He's won it on time. He's won on time. If they stuck it, they would have won this, but they have not, and instead, Junior will take the round.
I think Junior was out of bullets in both of his guns, so yeah, had Wiz stuck that, it was a win. All right, well, still a good retake from Carpe Diem again, and they almost make it 2-0, but a little bit of a blunder towards the tail end means that complexity do sneak away with a round, but an expensive one as no one survives from round 2. Here we go. Round number 3 going to get underway, and it will be Carpe Diem investing. They're forcing up. It's going to be an AK, a FAMAS, 2 5.7s, and the Deagle with a little bit of utility for them to work with. On the other end for complexity, they got 4 Galils and the AK and almost full utility. JT, along with Floppy, have already moved their way in towards those 2 stairs. We're trying to see if a player is playing on this grading on the side. You're going to spot him? No. Good boost coming through. JT will indeed spot him. That's CLASIA down for the count, and the B site almost open and free for the taking. Chop is there. Some frags happening on the other side towards the A site, but it doesn't matter. Complexity have already taken control, and Junior's going to get a second one.
Chat has caught up. They are, in fact, letting me have it for the overlay issues. But you know what hasn't caught up? It's Carpe Diem. They get run over roughshot in this one, and that's going to be Complexity taking it. Yes, chat. Yes, I did deserve all of your critique. I sorry. Deeply sorry.
Oh, goodness.
Deeply sorry for that one. All right, it's already caught up. I fixed it. It's all good. It's all good. Chat's figuring it out. It's all fine. Oh, I love delay.
It is fun.
Here we go. We're all good. Okay. Here comes the execute. Players making their way on through. Oh, a little bit of boost. A little triple boost. Triple boost.
Oh, info.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh. 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 Audio cues. Surprised they don't get spammed. They're like, come on. Come on. Go back up. Go back up. Give us one more. No. Nothing to be brought through there. Nothing free for you. A nice shot from Fang is going to open things up. There is the stack here, effectively, for Carpe Diem. They have a lot of bodies available, but it's just really not going to matter as they're getting mowed down.
Yeah, not much of a chance here for Carpe Diem. Grim gets another couple to his
Look at
name,
this
and
spot!
Walco's
Look at this
still
spot!
around here.
USP!
Oh,
He
no!
doesn't even get a kill! Walco just snuck right through! Synchronation Walco!
But he tried. He pressed the
Uspus.
wrong button. He
Uspus.
right-clicked.
He right-clicked.
And started removing his silencer. Oh my goodness! He
Big
got so
sorrow.
excited.
Imagine if he just knifed him.
He could have.
He could have. It's like there was for Vitality at Kato, there was like 2 different moments in one map where Dupree accidentally took the silencer off the M4 in a critical moment, and apparently had a new mouse. And it's like, all right, well, not using this mouse from now on. Wiz goes one and done, but they've got mid control. This really fast pace of play opens them up to Walco coming back through. Complexity wanted to get pacey with it, and well, they did get pacey with it. They also left themselves a bit exposed, and that was punished. So nicely done from Carpe Diem. How does Complexity want to do it now? They're making some noise here on the ramp. They're coming on in, and there's the swing back through. But it's not a swing. That's very effective.
They're going to keep pushing on forward here from the ramp. Walco waiting. Who's already dealt a death blow. I can't get the words out to one player, but Floppy does respond. Hex is down. Walco going to toss a nade on forward to try and deny the plant, and while no one's planting just yet, Walco does get another one before burning alive in the Molotov. That's a very worthy sacrifice because he makes it a 2v1, and he knows he has some players coming up, one on the flank and the other one coming to face off head-on against Floppy. But Floppy does get that bomb planted, and he can tuck into the back halls here to give themselves the advantage. 2 flashes and 2 smokes, which is enough for Carpe Diem to block off visibility. So Floppy gets his defusal. They won't even need them. Chop finds Floppy. That is the round. Carpe Diem successful this time, and they get a second. They're looking a lot better here on Vertigo than they did on Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, starting on the CT side will certainly help that.
Yes.
Right? I mean, on Inferno, a lot of their issues came on T. And traditionally for this team, that's where we see a lot of their issues crop up.
That is true.
So we'll have to see the second half to really get a good idea of that in particular. But they do look better here early on, and maybe getting the confidence under them will even help carry that through into the second half, provided they can stack the rounds. It's still very early, and because of the nature of the way they won that, you don't save a lot of money. They're going to fully invest here, and obviously the buy's coming back in from Complexity. So this is the danger round here, John. This is the danger round. If they drop this one here, this whole half is wide open for Complexity to run through. And it looks like it's going to be a deep play. Molotov in here from CLASIA. But they're not far enough to actually get punished by that, which means they're going to give no audio cues, and no one's going to rotate over.
Good Molotov thrown up there by Complexity.
They're not taking advantage of it, though. That smoke allows them to get further up the steps, right, without exposing their head.
Yeah.
But they're not going. And that might trigger the rotate.
They wanted to get that second Molotov thrown, I guess.
It almost feels like they're going for a fake, except that they're not postured for it.
Yeah.
That's how fast we spent, and they get the spam. There's the pick they were looking for. Now they're going through. And while Carpe Diem have postured to rotate in, they haven't fully committed to it just yet. Now they're making it. But again, Complexity hasn't committed. This is really interesting. What is Complexity's end game here? How much time do they have? 50 seconds. They can full rotate, but Fang's not doing a lot on the other side of the map, right? So where do they want to end up?
I think they just want to see a body rotate over so that they can end up on the A site. Maybe? No, they're still hanging around even after getting that spot.
This is really interesting, and it's going to get them another pick. They knew that eventually Carpe Diem would come back through it, and they're just trusting it. 30 seconds, they'll have to execute now, but now they've got the util, and it's major pressure from the lone sentinel on site. Chop gets one, but he's so blind. There's no way you can get more than that. And this bomb's going to go down, and this is probably going to turn into a save. So, just fair play, John.
Absolutely. A ton of patience from Complexity, and I don't mind it. They had gained the space. They found that pick onto CLASIA, and then they just wanted to wait, and Junior was holding the angle, hoping to get a pick with the op. It didn't happen, but the utility was so strong that Chop ends up getting completely isolated on that B site and just manages to get one, which is impressive in and of itself, given the pressure he was facing, but ends up going down afterwards. So Walco and HexT will indeed be on the save here. An A1S and an MP9 will get carried over, and Complexity are not too eager to hunt. They want to build up their economy a little bit more, and all four of them just stacked up together, shoulder to shoulder, on the B stairs.
It's like the iconic photo of like the construction workers eating lunch on the girder.
Yeah.
This time it's terrorists eating lunch on the B steps. They break out their lunch pails, have a sandwich.
Just taking a break, man.
Just taking a little breaky poo. You know, they work hard planting that bomb on a building that's indestructible, apparently. It's hard work round after round. Gotta take a break every once in a while. Stop and smell the concrete. How much to smell on this map is there?
Fresh air, I guess.
I will say, John, one of my favorite smells is the smell of a city when it rains, especially like a summer rain. That concrete smell is enormously nostalgic to me.
I don't know about concrete smell, but I do like the smell.
Well, that's you know that smell, what you smell when you that distinctive smell of like a summer rain in a city, that is something about concrete. Or like microorganisms.
I thought it was more
concrete or something. I don't know what it is, but that's what it's called.
I thought it was more the grass and everything.
Hold on, I'm Googling it to see if I'm just full of it.
Yes, I would like to know if you're full of it, Mike. But back to this match. 58 seconds left on the clock. Complexity will get the edge now. Fang peeks around towards Walco, and I mean Carpe Diem didn't bring much into the round, just the pistols around the Sage rifles, and Hex still has the A1S. That's towards the A side. It's in the right position. He's got a bit of a one-way setup for himself, so if anyone decides to peek on that upper platform, he will manage to get one, but no one goes through. Complexity again showing some terrific patience, but they don't wait too long to go for their execute. 35 seconds left, and they're moving on forward. Question is, how much can HexT do? HexT appearing on 4, does spot out 1, but can't finish the job. That Junior will manage to tuck his way behind those sandbags. HexT gets tagged down to 11, and at this point, I mean, it might be better just to back off and save the A1S, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Complexity take the round, and they get a 5th.
They do get a 5th, and it's looking really good. It's similar to what we talked about on the Liquid side. This is a map that leads CT, so this half is starting to become something quite ferocious, if you will. Also, since we seem to have a moment here, I looked it up. It is a term. It's petrichor is the term for the smell after rain, and it depends on where you are, right? There is petrichor from vegetation if you're near vegetation, but there is also distinctively a smell of concrete in the cities. So it's, let's see, what is it?
So petrichor is the vegetation smell. Is that what you said?
I think it's just the smell when rain falls. This Wikipedia says it's the earthy scent produced when rain falls on dry soil, but I think it also I think it also does mean, or it carries over to concrete.
Well, for me, it's definitely the soil one.
I don't live in a place with a lot of soil, man.
I always have, so I think that's more the smell I associate with rain. Anyway,
and it's also specifically summer rain. I think that you smell it more because of the temperature.
That is right. That is right. I'm one of those rare people who also enjoys humidity, so I like the smell of like a rain and then a humid day kind of thing. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I know.
You're messed up in the head. You should be dragged to the Hague for that one.
Oh God, everyone.
Like humidity.
I do.
Who
I do.
likes humidity.
I just do. I don't know why. I mean,
all right, all right. You gotta go to somewhere that's really humid. I don't know how humid it gets up there in the Great White North, but we gotta take you either to the tropics or like Maryland on a hot summer August day. Oh, nice exchange here. Floppy will get the better of CLASIA, but it's good damage and forward positioning as well for Carpe Diem.
I just love the idea of being able to step outside and not having to worry at all about being cold. Like, I know I'm going to go outside and it's going to be humid, it's going to be warm. I have no concerns at all. So, like, that's...
Humidity is when you step outside and your clothes are just wet.
But it doesn't feel that way to me. I don't know. I'm in Montreal, so it does get quite humid here. I don't know if it's as humid as the tropics. Nice shot from Fang, who's going to get that frag onto Walco. That opens up the space towards the A site. Hex going to get tagged by the op, and then Fang finishes him off on the flank. So really nothing doing again for Carpe Diem, trying to get back into this site. And Complexity will likely take the round. Oh, no, maybe not. I mean, Fang's going to have an engagement here. If Wiz wins it, that's something. Okay, there you go, 2v2.
Time's rough, though.
It is. And utility is also a bit rough.
And the problem is that your teammate's not close enough to really help this out, right? Chop's not close enough to really make a go of this, so they're going to have to back off of this purely on time. A kill on Fang was nice, but it's still going to be a 6th round for Complexity, and that's a huge one to take as well. It just keeps Carpe Diem on the back foot here, all the way through.
Terrorists win.
It looked promising in the early goings. I mean, they had some really solid retakes coming through, but CT side should yield more than this on Vertigo. There's no question. It's far from over in this half, but we're starting to feel the same way. I think, you know, we did in the Liquid match where Liquid just kind of started to take control. The same thing here from Complexity.
Complexity have been in control this entire game so far. We haven't seen the sustained contest from Carpe Diem.
No.
But we'll see. More of that magic. More of that spice. Oh. Little peeky poo from behind the sandbags. Op trained in. Junior's gonna get himself a kill. Fang will. There's the swing. Shot doesn't connect, and elsewhere it's a bit of a massacre. Fang finds another, though. They've got the A ramp, but the question is, do they overlook this guy at Cement? Do they overlook the Cement player? It looks like they might. He lets him go past. Walco gets one for free, but gets traded instantly. Still, did make this a little bit frisky, and CLASIA has an AK to work with here. Bomb down makes this a lot better for Complexity, but it's still a winnable 1v2. How does CLASIA play this? Gonna go forward. The smoke will fade. There's a player at Cement, and the op on ramp. So the insurance policy is floppy. And CLASIA's gonna try and work out the side hallway, expecting a player to be here. There's no one, though. Won't find the engagement he's looking for. If he goes this way, I mean, this could be the punish on the kills, but it won't give him the time to move around, and instead Floppy's just holding for it. He's just ready for it. One bullet right between the eyes, and a comfortable round win again here for Complexity.
Surprised they looked over that sandbags position for a second time, and Walco delivers a one killing blow. Almost swung around to get the second, but he was just off with the P250, and the headshot didn't connect, and as a result, Junior was able to hit his op shot and take care of business. So after that, things were shut down, and look, I mean, some of the rounds are getting close, but you need more than that if you're Carpe Diem, especially after the way that first map went. They've only got 2 rounds now. We'll have 4A1S's in the op up and running here again, and Walco's going to spam through the smoke, hoping to connect on something, but no one is there. Now Fang is going to swing on through and just spam with the AK, but Complexity going to go for that patient play and the boost up top here onto the B site. 2 players boosting up. One not going to go up to the site proper, but the other one is. Grim just wanted to shoot around towards the back of the bomb site. They spot out CLASIA. They know he likes to play here, and they continue to isolate him very effectively. Chop is there as well, and manages to dodge the Molotov enough to get the headshot onto Grim, and he remains a threat here on this B site, but Complexity, they're threatening so much, the utility keeps on raining in. He will likely have to back off, especially with those 2 Molotovs thrown. He is just barely alive here. I don't understand how he hasn't been shot down. He just continues to find that one place to hide and tuck into the corner.
They're not going to expect it. He could catch someone else off guard. He doesn't.
Oh, man.
Floppy. The spam through's enough to get him at that point. It's actually Junior with the ult that connects, but my goodness.
He did a good job staying alive.
He did so much for his team. He made this possible. And now Wiz collects another Walko, the last. The bomb's not down yet. There's nothing to play off of. 40 seconds, and they're out in the open, and Wiz finds it. It's his teammates who get the bulk of the kill, but that's really Chop who wins them the round.
There's no question. He even got 2 frags on the round, and that one dodging the Molotov and getting the headshot onto Grim was critical. And then he stays alive with all those Molotovs raining in the smokes, everything. I mean, they just couldn't spot him out. He kept on finding that one place where they wouldn't be able to peek him. So credit to Chop, even though he doesn't get another frag afterwards, just staying alive and giving his teammates a chance to rotate in, that makes a difference. So Carpe Diem are able to get a third onto the board. Complexity, though, they have tons of money. They're going to rebuy into this round. And look at the flashbangs. My goodness, just a flash fest here up ramp. And Complexity just go right on up. There's no one really challenging.
Oh my goodness. Look at this play for Walko. What's he going to do? What's he going to pull off here? He's in the back lines. No, he gets nothing. Oh no, Walko. All the positioning in the world, but none of the mechanics to actually get a kill.
He keeps finding the space on the flanks.
And then not getting the kills.
I know. Well, he did get one, right?
Yeah, it's not enough. He's had 3 of these. He's gotten 1 kill out of them. Oh, feels bad. They're still going to win this round, it looks like, though. So, it's not a crisis yet. JT pulls this back. He's not had the best of games, although they're winning. So, as the in-game leader, he really doesn't care what his individual stat sheet is, provided they're winning.
I mean, JT will often sacrifice himself going for entries to get information and set up his teammates.
Oh, no, I almost thought he saw it the front of the head, but that might have been an X-ray trick here. Yeah. Down he goes.
Yeah, JT's not about the stats. He's about the wins.
Heck yeah, gamer. Not about the stats. I'm about the wins.
I mean, it's...
Only stat I like is in the W column.
There you go.
I mean, that's the right mentality, right? If you're one, who cares what your numbers are?
Exactly.
I just hope that, you know, people always remember that come contract time.
I really do feel like when you're an IGL, if your team is winning and you're doing a great job setting them up to get the frags, the utility and everything, and going for entries and gaining information, there's no reason why anyone should judge you negatively because your KDR is below 1.
Yeah. There are IGLs that call around themselves. But, you know, that's definitely not JT. Gets an opener here. That's very nice to see. Now they're working their way up the ramp. And once again, look who's hanging out at Cement. Certainly they clear him this time. They have a Molotov. Just throw the molly. Just pull the molly. Throw it. They're not doing it. They're going past. Clear it. Clear it. Clear it. Clear Cement. So many rounds he's been able to lurk here. So many rounds. They've got JT.
Are they really not going to clear it?
No, they're going to back off. They're going to back off. There's the utility through for JT. He's just going to throw a fake, but because Walko's here the entire time, it just doesn't matter. Is Walko going to come out? He's heard that audio.
Clear it, please.
He's heard that audio cue. No, he's just going to play off of his teammate's contact. Here comes the flash. And the thing is, the fake's actually working because he's so tucked. Because he's so tucked. He will get this kill. Certainly. Certainly. Oh, he let his teammate die first. Oh, Walko, no. The baiting. It's too hard. Oh, unfortunate. Still, they have pulled the players off, and Chop is holding the line towards B, so this is what's important. Complexity actually got what they wanted. They got the rotation pulled, but they're still going to have a fight on their hands because they got slowed up by Chop. He once again has massive impact, and now CLASIA's come forward. It comes down to the 1v1. How much time is left? 15 seconds. No time at all. One shot could do it. It's Walko to finish things off. So he redeems himself. Redemption found for letting his comrade die right before his eyes. And Carpe Diem find their 5th.
You can understand why Walko is waiting, right? Because he figures, oh, maybe there's a second player that's going to come through, and I don't want to give away my position. But, you know, just a second too long, it results in his teammate going down. Luckily, they still win the round, and he's the reason they do, because he wins that 1v1. So all is well for Carpe Diem, even though there was a bit of a blunder that happened there. I'm just surprised Complexity are not mollying out. Sandbags or concrete, as you call it. Grim is going to get that frag onto CLASIA, though, and indeed, because this is just a pistol buy-up coming through from Complexity.
That's a nice kill for Wiz. Needed that. And again, Chop, of course. This dude is just like, he's like the backboard of this team, right? They would be missing so many shots if they didn't have Chop right behind him, just bounce those balls into the net. Dude is delivering over towards the B side. He's 13-9 right now, and I mean, look, Complexity's in the lead, but if Chop wasn't performing like he was, I don't want to know what the scoreline would be. He did the same thing on Inferno as well. He was delivering for them. He's a critical piece for this team, and sometimes I do think he goes overlooked for players like HexT and CLASIA.
He does. He's one of their most consistent performers, though, and he has been ever since he was added, I think, 6 seasons ago in ECL. He's just so good. He's always going to give you about plus 20 kill to that differential overall in the season, and he consistently will find ways to open up space and, of course, finish off frags, which is a skill that is often overlooked, like you said, because, look, you have the entry fraggers doing the damage, and then you have someone else coming through to take care of business. But I think another reason why people don't notice him, he's a quiet player. He's not flashy. He just goes and takes care of business. Wowko's going to get a 2K, though. Junior and a third. Junior, Grim, and Fang are dropped here. Carpe Diem are showing signs of life in a big way. They've won the last 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah, I think that Walker's woken up as well. I think maybe that round where he made it his teammate was almost what he needed to be like, okay. I got to redeem myself after that one. He shot right up the scoreboard, right? 9-9 at this point, and this is quite the recovery for Carpe Diem. But the thing for Complexity is, realistically, 7 rounds is already enough. If they find an 8th here, right, it could still be a nice down. They got to get it started here. They wanted to go fast, but they've been denied. And look at this positioning here for Chop. The man we've been highlighting, the man we've been talking about, has now got himself a little bit of a cheeky ang. It doesn't even have to reveal himself because CLASIA gets the first kill. He is closed for business. This is a complete shutdown, and Floppy is lost to the cause. Instead, do Complexity redouble their efforts towards A? If they focus in towards mid, Wiz is waiting. And it seems like A is going to be the ramp play. Look, I know he's not there this round, but come on, just Molly Concrete. Just do it.
Please.
So many rounds. So many rounds. You have 3 plays for Concrete at this point, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly, yes. And I don't understand why they continue to overlook it, especially considering that Waco has consistently been there. It's weird, honestly, and that's a very typical Molly to throw. It's not unusual. Either way, it's helped Carpe Diem show some signs of life here, trying to tie it up at 7-7, and they do have the opening frag in this round as well from CLASIA. Get the second one, but Fang does at least find the trade. The thing is, his position is now known, so it's up to Grim and Junior to continue pushing on forward toward this A site. Grim spots out Chop. That evens out the numbers. Bomb going to get stuck to dirt by Fang. Great nade thrown to take that Fang down to 16. And then the finishing blow dealt by CLASIA, who moves on forward. He's trying to isolate the last 2 players, while I believe it's going to be Wiz who tries to go and help him out. No, it's actually HexT who peeks around the corner, gets Junior, and leaves it all up to Grim, who's hanging around the sandbags. There's that smoke once more, forcing Grim around the edge of it, and he gets one before being traded out by CLASIA, who got the 3K on the round. Carpe Diem have tied it up, Mike, 7-7. They have put a halt to the momentum that Complexity had here.
Tremendous recovery. This is, what, 5 rounds in a row?
Yes.
5 rounds in a row from Carpe Diem. They were looking completely blanked out. We were talking about how Complexity were just in complete control, and this is a magnificent return, a huge comeback found here. And it should be a huge momentum builder as well headed into the second half. Complexity have let this one slip, perhaps. Now, they have kept a lot of these rounds close. They have kept a lot of these rounds contentious, so they are going to have a bye here in the last one as well. But it's those post-plans that are falling apart, right? They're losing the initial exchange, the initial pick, and things are getting very messy indeed. The retakes have been good from Carpe Diem. They've settled in. They've settled down. Where did Complexity want to take this? They're so far back initially, right? You got the deep ramp control. You don't have the short presence. There's the op spot and chased out a bit. Maybe they find this, but CLASIA anything elsewhere. That's the thing they find on Hex. And the follow-up as well. A ramp has been voided. Now they can rock on and take that space over towards A. And while Chop is starting to float back in, it's going to be him out of position. This could be a bomb plant here for Complexity. Do they not commit? What are they doing?
No, they're not. They're not committing.
No, they're going around the side hallway. They are going to commit to this bomb plant. They're just settling into the safer route to get it. There's already a player up here. They don't realize no one's watching from the ramp. That's a freebie. The trade is there. But now another player has to go out into the danger zone to get that bomb planted. That makes it less dangerous.
Yeah. Wiz the last one standing here. 1v3 with the op and does connect through the concrete to get Floppy down to 30. And now Floppy just saying, okay. See what you're doing here. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. They do have to get the bomb planted down to the ground here. That still hasn't happened, and Fang will take care of it. Wiz. I'm going to peek on around here. Trying to take a lead into this second half for Carpe Diem. But Complexity has got them on the ropes. Great shot from Wiz to make it a 1v2. He picks up the AK to try and go for this clutch. Gonna toss a smoke onto the bomb. This is great for him because no one's really in a position to deny. He needs to just tap this and try to find a frag.
Stick it. Stick it.
No.
Stick
He's not gonna stick it. He
I
could.
believe. Maybe. Player coming around. He's got the shot. Now the stick's going to come through. He's just going to sit on it. But they've got the spam on in. Floppy will seal the deal. Make sure that there is an advantage for Complexity as we head into the halftime break.
Stones in a helpful hand, broken bones in a bloodstained flag. Open road and nomadic plans. of the shadows. I've come to make a name, ready for battle. Cause I got a thing to claim. Think that I'll crumble, I'll show you your mistake. Where you see me coming, better run for cover. Cause I'm not slowing down.
And we're back! We're back! Apparently, folks, we just learned during the break that there's exclusive floppy merch this weekend from Complexity. But Chop right now is not interested in buying. Instead, Fang is the one selling. Selling frags. Buy high, sell low. And it's looking good for Carpe Diem. All down to one man. Who is this man? Who is this lone survivor? Why, it's the flop himself. So let's see if we can't stop him indeed. Can you stop him, John? Let's find out. 1v2 has the engagement. They give him the 1v1 fight, and he's got it. So you realize where the last player is. Just chilling. It's Walco. Back in his ancestral home. He's got a Molotov this time, though. He's chilling in cement. The land of the Walco, and he is down for the count. You cannot stop the flop, indeed. With that clutch, I'm buying a shirt. I'm buying a shirt, John. I'm doing it.
You got your credit card ready?
I mean, yes.
Throwing cash at your screen. Give me the shirt. But no, it was a nice clutch from Floppy. Just coming through and getting... I mean, it's tougher than he made it look to get those close range headshots with the USP because the Glock is so much more effective once it closes the distance. But man, he was good, especially on that first one. The second one, Walco was just out of position and didn't realize what had happened there and that he was going to be peaked. So nicely done for Floppy. 9-7 in favor of Complexity, and you really kind of hope that Carpe Diem, at least for their sake, that they'd be able to get that pistol. But at least they find the bomb plant and they can force into an AK, a Galil, 2 MAC-10s, and the Deagle. Hex went for some forward positioning towards those B stairs, but ends up falling back. What a shot from JT, though. And he was blinded, or partially blinded throughout it. He's done more damage here. CLASIA gets dropped as well. JT's just farming the frags now. Fang does go down to Walco, who's spamming away with the MAC-10. But it's JT who finds another one. Grim gonna finish the job with the last 2K on Walco and Chop. But JT waking up here into this second half.
Yeah, nice little series of kills in that second round of the half.
Yeah,
a little bit of action. I mean, it's always nice as an entry fragger, right? JT gets used a lot in some of those entry roles. When it's like, okay, second half, I don't have to entry anymore. I can wait until I know where they are to shoot at them. What a luxury, John. What a luxury.
It's a fantastic luxury. I think JT plays really well on Inferno on both sides. It's just one map he feels really comfortable on. But definitely better to be on CT side for longer here. And he's going to get another one. CLASIA is down. Of course, just an anti-eco this time. And he even gets, of course, the Molotov frag and Wiz. He'll get one. A consolation prize.
Well,
Grim.
if you ever want to know if Hex would run through flames for his team, you know it now. He will.
Yes.
He does. He did. He's a good soldier. He's loyal. He's fast. Into the fray. Quick to his death. And they get nothing out of that round.
I mean, it was a pistol round.
Yeah, you weren't expecting much, but they get nothing. 7-11 is the scoreline. Someone get me a slushie. Maybe a little bit of space being taken here by Complexity, but no, they slow down towards me instead. It's a Junior. Looking to see if he can't get a little pick start, a little something. Now he's got a banger in hand, which is always a nice find. Mr. Junior. He's had a solid map so far, 11 and 10, but now with the scope on the CT side, this is where you expect to see perhaps start to take off. He wasn't really a focal point of the T side at any point. And now, maybe he can make that action happen. He got some posturing towards the B steps. It looks like this one might finish. Exchange. Floppy is the guardian here, but he does have support from Grim. What are they going to do? Fang getting a find a pick, finds that control. Floppy drops the first player here towards the steps, and it's looking good for Complexity early on. Carpe Diem really have nothing to work with, and here's where we've seen issues creep in. Right? They don't get anything on their initial forays. Where are they actually going to take this? They've got no control anywhere. They're going back in towards Forklift, but now they've been spotted. They've lost Hex on the stairs. They've really got nothing to build on.
Yeah, Chop is going to manage to make his way into scaffolding, but how much that means is another question. Does have reinforcements right behind him. Fang is waiting, and yeah, nice shot from Fang. Chop goes down. Wiz, the last one standing. Didn't get away the audio cues yet, but with only 17 seconds left, there isn't much he can do anyway. Probably just going to try and save the AK into the next round. That will sacrifice the loss bonus, but with an AK and body armor at 98, it's still not bad. So he's going to try and hang on to this as Complexity is chasing quite aggressively. They are flirting with his position, but it looks like he'll make it on through at the very least. Still, Complexity have not dropped around yet in this second half.
No, and that is always nice. Running 4 right off the rip to build up your CT economy, to build up your cash money moolah. So, it's nice.
Yeah.
Now, where are they going to go with it? What are they going to do in this round? What's Carpe Diem going to do with so many limiting factors? Got the 1 AK. They've bought some stuff around it. There's not much, and there's certainly not much in terms of util. Start to spend that util. It seems like this is going to be a majority mid play where Grim will wait. Grim, the man who would be the reason for the site. I don't know what they mean in this mid play, so if they can push him off, they can get some util down. That's going to be big pressure on towards Floppy. Right, that's the potential issue with this setup is, well, it gets easier if Floppy gets the kill on CLASIA, because now he can just bail down the steps, even if he has to concede the bomb site. They don't actually have the bomb yet. Oh, Floppy coming in towards mid. He could be compromised, but the timing works out beautifully for him. He doesn't get the information, but he also doesn't get punished for this peek. And now he's got the util and the kill. Nicely done for Floppy. He's just executing everybody. What was that from Chop? Goes forth and goes into his death, and it all falls to this one-man Walko with a deagle, and not much else taken through this round.
He hit the shoulder of Floppy, but that's not a headshot. Floppy delivers the killing blow in turn and finds himself a 4K. He is now sitting at 24-8. 7 frags above the second place Fang, who's sitting at 17. So yeah, Floppy is fragging out, as is usually the case for him. He's at the top of the scoreboard over the last month on the squad with 374 frags, plus 52 kill to death differential, and an 85.5 ADR, all leading the team. So as a timeout's going to be called here by Carpe Diem, they want to talk things over, slow down the pace, because it's getting out of hand very quickly. Complexity are 3 rounds away from continuing on in this upper bracket and sending Carpe Diem down to the lower bracket.
So I was already going to buy 1 Floppy shirt, but if he drops a 30 bomb, maybe I have to buy 2.
Just buy 5, Mike.
Just buy 5? 1 for every
Or buy
day
1 for
every day.
Buy 30, in fact. 1 for every frag.
That's, I can't afford that, John. I can't afford that. Yeah, here's, you know the meme where it's like, here's my expenses. Rent, electricity, food, 30 floppy shirts. Why can't I afford this?
Can you
Help, my
imagine
children are starving.
You don't have children.
I have a dog.
Well, yeah, I guess that kind of counts.
I have to feed him.
That's true. That's true.
Got my girlfriend's cat. My stepchild, as we joke. Our burgeoning, very furry family. No, I am not actually one of those people who refer to my dog as my child. He is a dog, but he is one.
Sure? You sure, Mike?
I am sure. Relatively sure. I do love him dearly.
Yeah.
Junior gets the opening pick here. He loves him some op kills. And he's
does.
getting some. Didn't get any action that last round because they didn't play with him over on ramp, but now gets his time in the sun. And once again, that op has chased them into this man, the Floppy. And my goodness, has he had a good run so far. They're moving up the steps. They're moving on in. And let's see what the Flop can do this time. He's mollied out. He's burning. He's blind. And this time, they will neutralize the Flopper. But JT's holding the line. He's got util down. He's doing damage as well. That's a chunky nade. My goodness. Takes Chop and Wiz down to half. And JT, he doesn't even need to see you to kill you. JT flexing on him over towards the B site.
And a little casual BM tap to the head of the body. JT's feeling good. I mean, he went into this half, I think, with only 3 or 4 frags, and now he's up to 12. Certainly faring better on CT side than he did on T side, and he's helped his team stay flawless here on their CT side. Carpe Diem's running out of time. They're running out of money. And they walk into this round playing for overtime, pretty much. They do get to invest in a lot of utility. They have the MAC-10 along with the Tech 9, which can do some quick damage on rapid-fire execute. But is that going to come through? They do make their way up those T-stairs pretty quickly, or towards them anyway, but that nade is pretty chunky. That connects on HexT and CLASIA, who are going to try and boost up. You saw Complexity do this to great success on their T side, and HexT is at least going to make his way up. The thing is, Complexity have 3 members setting up a crossfire here as Carpe Diem's going to walk on through, and that's the result. Floppy gets the opener, and it could be a meat grinder.
Oh, Junior's burned out. I wasn't even sure they were going to realize he was forward, right? Because usually Floppy's the most forward player on the site, but it doesn't matter. Now it's Floppy and Grim as the longbow combo, and they have just taken on all challengers. Floppy with another 3K. He's got 27 kills. You think he can get the 30 bomb here? 3 more kills. 3 more kills, John. Can he do it with a triple?
You have to commit to the at least 5 shirts, Mike.
No. I literally don't have space in my drawers. I have too much esports merch already, man.
All right.
I could do one shirt, Floppy, but I will wear it with pride.
All right.
Dog shirts.
But you were already going to buy that shirt. What does that mean? Like, how do you represent
it means
the 30
I already knew Floppy was going to stunt on him.
He gets one there.
I knew they couldn't stop the flop. Floppy race towards that 30 bomb. Carpe Diem seeing if they can get a round in this half. That's what they're hunting for right now. Just some sort of consolation prize. It might be all that they can hope for. Oh, this angle's gonna be good, but only if Hank can hit the shot, and he cannot indeed. Big entry for Walco, and a nade to follow it up, and suddenly, here we go! There's a 29th kill for Floppy. Time for a Floppy clutch. Still got a teammate with him. Floppy and JT. Dynamic duo here. And they're gonna try the retake. Why not? They've got cash flowing.
Yeah, go for it.
Even if they just do further damage, that's honestly worth it. A rare situation where just losing your lives to CT is beneficial. They start to make their way out forward. There's a player out open. And that's going to get spotted. Walco gets the kill, but can he get the follow-up? No. His teammate instead will keep him clean. And there we go. It won't be the 30 bomb for Floppy just yet. And it will be a round for Carpe Diem as they at least get something out of this half. But they need a whole lot more.
That smoke actually landed on the base of the tower. So it had a gap on the bottom of it where it would have been beneficial for Carpe Diem just to stick around and peek through that gap, because it should have been thrown on ground level as opposed to on the pillar. Anyway, look, it didn't matter. Carpe Diem wins the round anyway. And they will get an 8th and stay alive at least for 1 more. So the eco round pays off. I should say the pistol buy, but the utility pays off, and they make it work. But Complexity still has so much money that they're going to have to do the same thing. This time with AKs, though, good nades come through. JT and Junior both in the receiving end of that. JT down to 41 and Junior at 72. 3 players waiting here. Carpe Diem trying to soften them up. Walco stands in a Molotov for too long, goes down to 54, and then the nade takes him down to 35. Another flashbang comes through, and now Walco will get finished off by Fang. So the opening frag goes Complexity's way. They're trying to end it here. Hex gets tagged down to 20. He's not finished off. Continues to spam through the smoke and trying to make a lot of noise. You have to imagine if they're making that much noise, that the rotation to the base, it's going to come through. But there is the 30 bomb for Floppy. CLASIA's dropped, and Mike is now committed to buying 5 Floppy shirts. You heard it here
never
first.
agreed to that. I never agreed to that. That's another big kill. That
we need
up
a
all
picture,
the
Mike,
presence.
on Twitter now.
It's just the 2. Maybe I can get Ricky to sign it. I need
maybe
Ricky signed Floppy merch.
If he signed 5, would you do that?
Whoa, that'd be tempting. That'd be real tempting. I think I could get good money on the resale price with that. Chop gets him something, takes down the monster himself, and Floppy, and oh my goodness, Chop may have just bought them a little bit more life. He flips this round on its head, gets the bomb plant out of this as well. Yeah, they got no health, but there's not a lot of retake nades. There's a molly. There's no HEs. The flank is coming up the steps, but that also means that the player is isolated, and it's the op as well. This could actually work out. On the smoke fade, one shot just needs to hit. One shot just needs to hit, and it does indeed. Chop takes another. Chop, he's doing so much work, and he will get them another round.
That is ridiculous. Chop is trying to match Floppy blow for blow. I mean, he's not. He's 8 frags behind, but still 22 and 18. The only player at a positive KDR here for Carpe Diem. And wow, almost gets the ace there. The 4K comes through, and Carpe Diem, all of a sudden, you know, they keep picking up these rounds. It's been 15 for quite some time for Complexity, but Carpe Diem 1 away from at least getting into double digits. And Complexity's starting to run out of the cash. They still had enough for a full-on buy up here, but next round will be a lot tougher. Junior, though, gets the opener on Wiz.
So quick.
And now Walco almost gets the trade, but Junior is going to get away. Despite taking a little bit of damage. Grim, gets the headshot over on HexT. 5v4 as Valko continues his way up ramp, with Chop getting one response at the very least.
Got some tag damage here. That was a big kill to find on Grim in towards mid. You kind of had to do it to really have anything in terms of making them consider their rotations. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Junior spotted it, but Walko still has it. Walko still has it. That looked like it was Junior all day. He even had the right eye peek on it. He played everything right. Now the bomb's been found, though, and Walko, despite his continued efforts, cannot win the round. It'll be Fang to put this one away. Fang to put this one in his back pocket and to move away with the 2-0 here for Complexity. They really dominated that series, right? Apart from a few brilliant moments, they're right at the dying moments for Chop. That was Complexity's control all the way.